The Carlow Hillclimbs were rescheduled from earlier in the year for compassionate reasons and would provide the finale to this year's Naylor Engineering National Hillclimb and Sprint Championship. Saturday's event would be the penultimate round of the series. Joe Courtney continues to rest his steed, so there was an eager scramble for FTD, fastest time of the day. The twisty course and a pair of narrow chicanes meant this hill could favour a different set of cars. Rory Stevens, fresh from his maiden win in Donegal, set the initial pace by 500ths from round 8 winner Gary Egan. Gary's response saw him go almost 2 seconds quicker as rain threatened. Rob Dwan and Gary Cunningham also barged past Stevens to take up second and third place positions. Rob, with new oil seals in his OMS since Mondello, was just 700ths ahead of Cunningham, who had made a cone strike on run 1. Worsening road conditions saw only Dwan improve on his times as the afternoon progressed, but without effect on the positions. Rory had to settle for 4th ahead of Billy White, who dropped from 3rd on run 1 and was trying everything to catch his buddy on the chicanes. Gary Egan had claimed his 2nd win. Russell Stanworth was 6th in the Reynard Opel Lotus, having a much better weekend than last year, stretching ahead of a threatening John Mahon with his DJ. Thanks to the Carlow Car Club committing to run their event with a weekend entry after the rescheduling, we could enjoy a saloon championship battle which was going down to the wire. Tommy Gardner was 4th in the championship after Donegal, but would put a spanner in the works of Dara Fay's quest to hold off late charging Ben O'Brien. Tommy was fastest with Ben 2nd. With the drop score system, Dara really needed a 1st or a 2nd, or else even a win might not be good enough on the final day. Class 10 is the unlimited rally class for rally cars over 2100cc, with more than 2 valves per cylinder, and over 3000cc with up to 2 valves per cylinder, and also includes all 4-wheel drive rally cars. Seamus Morris dominated 9 rounds of the season in his Darien GTR, but his winning streak was interrupted by Martin Flanagan in his BMW M3 on round 3 in Wexford. Martin had a pretty straightforward run to 2nd place, which included 2 further class wins when Morris was absent on the 2nd day at MEC and the 1st in Donegal. Declan Gannon was 3rd in a sister car prepared by Flanagan. He proved the equality of the prep, catching Martin at round 7 in Limerick. It's an exciting class and can showcase some of the best cars rallying has to offer. Danny Calnan won Class 3A in his Rallycross Opel Corsa. He held off the older type Class 8 Corsa of Thomas Rafferty by just 200ths of a second. John Kennedy was 2nd in Class 3A after attacking the cones on the first run. Ger O'Brien was 2nd in Class 2, setting equal times with Peter Cummins, who was in the wars on run 1 with a big off and then nearly in trouble here on the wet run 3. Enda Byrne was up to 13th in the little Formula V. He couldn't persuade Siobhan McCann to crash their car so he could drive John Mahon's instead, which he did so effectively last year. Siobhan was 2nd in the class. Eddie Lyons was 2nd in Class 3B with the Escort Cosworth behind Ben O'Brien. David Byrne was 2nd in Class 8, the category that he's won this year in the Vauxhall Nova. Alan Tully clocked up his first win in the Centos, which helped secure 3rd place in the series for him behind Damien Walsh and Danny Hurley. His double drive Aina Carroll was just under 3/10 behind him when they broke off early to attend a wedding. Andrew Purser took 2nd place in Class 1A with his Peugeot 205 and claimed 3rd in the class championship this year. Owen Gannon won the Historics on scratch and handicap, but broke a drive shaft, denying his father the opportunity to respond in 2nd. The following morning, Rory Stevens reflected on his first win and looked forward to Sunday's racing. Rory Stevens, a dream come true there in Donegal just 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it took 14 years, but it happened in Donegal. It was a great result, and I was delighted it happened in Donegal. Joe decided to sit out, and everyone else decided to go slower than I was going, so that's how you win.
We're in Carlow now. There's potential for it again, but a stiff challenge there from Gary Egan.
Gary did an unbelievable time just at the right time. He couldn't have been caught because it got wet afterwards. Whether anyone could have caught him in the dry, I'm not sure. We'll find out today maybe. But it was well deserved, and Billy's there always, and Kerry Cunningham flew. So it's a tight hill today and it suits certain cars.
It's an interesting end to the season and kind of a teaser of how things might be next year as well.
Exactly, it's a sort of very, very good point. There'll be certain cars not out next year, and I think it'll be a different first 5, and I have a feeling it'll be very close. Looking forward to it already.
The pace Gary Egan and Billy White are squeezing from their budget Formula Renault single-seater is astronomical.
Put your hands together, lads, for the fastest man today, Gary Egan.
Oh Jesus. I'd like to thank my mum, Jesus, and the moons of Jupiter for allowing me today. A massive thank you to Carlow Motor Club for putting on a great event. It's a lovely piece of road, very technical, and to run it today with only 36 odd entries was a ballsy move, so a massive thank you to them. I didn't suspect to be standing up here in front of you all today, so it's been a wonderful year. In all joking aside, we've had some wonderful experiences and some bad ones. We've had the gearbox off 4 times in the first 3 events and loads of stuff like that. But it's been brilliant. And buying a race car between 2 lads that live the other end of the country was probably a mad idea, but Billy's parents, Kit and Ollie White, have helped us out on numerous occasions. Kit's towed the car across the country loads of times, and Ollie keeps me fed and housed in their camper and their home loads of times as well. So a massive, massive thank you to them. Ollie's been hanging around with Mickey Donloff there. Who wins loads of trophies, but we bought a supercharger for Roger, so we might be pulling in a few trophies ourselves next year, so hopefully she'll stick around for us. Thank you everyone.